are
Live.
live. All right, babe. What we saying?
What we're saying, I was actually gonna bring up uh, the idea behind being successful and how these can vary from one person to another and all the different stages in your life. So, is your notions remain the same, uh, even though you've kind of like you're awake now, or at least if you're not fully awake, you're partially awake. Certain things you've been questioning now. For you, do you see success differently? And if it's the case, what is your new notion of success?
Have you got tissue?
Do I have tissue? Well, do you know
You usually do for your
I've
glasses.
got this
I'll
one.
take that one.
Yeah.
You only used it once.
The only ones you said, yeah, right? Well,
Glasses
that's
not booger, right?
no.
Good, because
Doesn't count.
I'm
Doesn't count
coming
as
into
such.
the eye. I need
Plus,
to know what
I
I'm
keep
dealing
my
with.
I keep my glasses very very clean.
I know you do.
Anyway, so I
I know you
actually
do.
give them like a all soppy wash and everything. So
Cool. Cool,
yeah,
cool,
yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah. I
All
don't know,
right,
because
legit.
then you get eye infection and all that stuff,
That's
and
what I wanted
I
to
don't
know.
business. And specifically when you got kids, they love messing around with your glasses.
Yeah, true. I never touch
Mm,
your glasses.
yeah, actually, well, you actually do.
I know.
It's funny. Hi Kim. Hi Diana.
Hey guys, hi beautiful souls. Look, there will be a delay because we're doing this from Riverside, but know that we will, as soon as we see it, we'll say something.
100%.
We're not going to be here for long, but because we've been coming like a lot this week, we just wanted to do a catch us if you can. Say hi to everyone. Hi,
Hi Aiko.
Heiko. Um, and really, on a gratitude tip, uh, just give thanks. It's been really great January for us, and um, finding you guys and making a connection with our like extended soul family and this whole tribe that we're a part of has just been wonderful. So thank you all for showing up and for sharing so openly with us, for allowing us to tell our stories to you as well.
Hey
Like,
Shaw.
hey Shah, hey fam, how is everybody?
Yeah,
But yeah, gratitude to all of you. Hey Creo,
absolutely.
yeah, gratitude to all of you, love to all of you. Whether or not you're in the chat, hey. So yeah, I think that's a good little subject for you to talk about.
Yeah, well, as you guys know, there's going to be an event this weekend,
Yeah.
on Sunday, and it's in regards to manifestation. Although I'm bringing up this subject, yes, it has something to see with manifestation for sure, but I just more than just focusing on manifesting success
Hey
is
Danny.
what is your idea of success, and um and specifically when you've seen things you can't unsee. How do you view success,
Hey
and
Gabriel.
the concept behind success, and what we tend to say, because we could be awakened, but it still matter somewhat, specifically when you're trying to keep, well, not when you're keeping people around you, and for the sake of practicing unconditional love, you're trying to meet them where they're at. So what does it mean now? Because when you leave a corporate job, often the family may not understand, and how do you deal with that, and how do you define that notion? So what is it for you?
By the way, I will say something, but yes,
Yeah.
Gabriel, we're gonna be um if you just go and register, you get straight access to the recorded event straight away.
Yeah, it'll be
As soon as it's ready, you get the same access as the people who came. So yeah, if you can't make the date, no worries. You just register. I think Melecta is keeping the registrations open right up until the event starts. So even like Sunday, right in up until the event starts. It'll be there to be able to register. Um, yeah. Uh, I'm trying to not get thrown off at the same time. Melexa's
I'm
not here
just
to do the reading, but I'm
um
pretty chill today as well. And to be fair, I see something in the corner of my eye. I got my whole mind out on it.
oh, okay.
It's that so
I'm asking you a question. I don't know if you got that.
shit.
I'm waiting for the answer, but I'm not saying your
My
feedback. It's all
ADHD
right.
is running
That's
wild
what being
today.
echo chamber is. It
Do you know
probably
what it
looks
is?
like
No.
you're
In my
hearing the sound of your
defense,
own voice.
in my defense, shoo.
She's out here,
In my defense, yeah. Number one, I'm seeing
Don't say
the.
ADHD.
Now I'm feeling pretty high today. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's great.
It's just got to channel the
I've
energy.
been
It's got to
able
be
to tap.
channeled
I've been able to tap in.
somewhere. So, I mean, yeah, that's the whole point of striking the balance between being grounded and being up there. You just gotta,
No chance, mate.
go and hug a tree.
Okay.
Go hug a tree
No, and
for sure.
Funny. All right.
um,
Look, it's not that. You see that thing there that I have to build? I can't wait to build it.
sorry, say it again.
The two pieces of furniture in the box over there that I got to put together.
Yeah, that's nothing. Oh, well, that's your notion of
Sorry.
successful today. So if you
Right.
achieve this, random,
Random interruption.
no, random. It's like milestones, or not even milestones, but random, goals we put in our lives.
I'm telling
And
you,
then
they'll be done by this evening.
by the end of the day, we are tired, or we're just exhausted because we felt we just got to just do that yesterday. For some reason, we put the notion of urgency on things. Well, yeah. So question. No, answer.
Cool,
The question's been asked already.
cool. Focus.
So I'm saying,
And yeah, Gabriel, it will be.
Hey,
We're
Gabriel.
actually going to make each of the events recorded events downloadable for everybody. So even if you didn't make one event and you're like, I would have loved to have get the January event or the February event, they will be available for download. Like, you just come and you register and you'll get the download of it. So
actually,
don't worry about all of that for now. Like, when it comes, you'll get it and you'll be able to get access to it. Yeah.
I was actually going to talk about what Gabrielle just asked. What it is yes, like Shem just said, but also we are going to rerun again these events, but it might be in 6 months also for that particular one. So yeah, for the one who couldn't, because part of that event, when you can make it to for that day, basically, you will be able to ask us the questions. However, the replay, the questions aren't going to be in there, because for also personal reasons, for people that ask their personal question and whatnot. So yeah, so you're not going to be able to ask a question. So I would say you can buy it later on the replay, but if you want to be a part of the hour where you can ask a bunch of questions, then you might be able to do that in 6 months also, around about that time, I think.
Yeah.
So
Shah hit me with something funny the other day.
Yeah.
She
What was
said,
that about? Are you going to answer my question?
Yeah, I will. But she said something so funny, and
You asked me what I want to talk about.
The mere fact that everyone is kind of going through that, it was like, yeah, she was saying, yeah. Look, Deanna's on the same tip. She was like, listen, I'm still out here trying to manifest the money for the tickets. I was like, yo, girl, don't give me joke. Sometimes it bees like that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
that's why we're coming and popping up and still kind of just having little chats around the subject regardless. Okay.
No, okay.
So yeah, don't worry about that. Get the rerun, catch the rerun, or catch the next events. So
also this
all good
stuff, because it's a private event and it's not on YouTube. There's things that we will be able to say that we may not want to say
on YouTube.
YouTube and whatnot. So that's more of that as well. So if you can't make it now, it doesn't matter because we'll do that again anyway. And you've got access to the replay as well eventually if you want to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And on a side note, not that I'm not already on a side note, thanks everyone for crossing over to my channel and doing the reading the other day. I had no idea I went for 2 hours and 14 minutes, to be real with you. I was in the zone. It was a vibe. So thanks for that, guys. Jay, Tash, Deanna, like the Agar, Creo,
Hey Jay.
Marcus, like to name a few. Thank you. It was a vibe. I loved it.
So I'm beginning to think that my question, and interesting enough,
No, babe.
forget about it. Let's move on. What do you want to talk about today?
No. Run it
Go
back.
on.
Run it back,
Go,
babe.
go,
Just
go,
run it
go.
back.
No, you've heard it. Stop playing. Go ahead. So what do you want to talk about? Go on.
No, run it back. Go.
Too late.
I'm serious now.
Too late. It's not a style question.
No, it's not.
Go
It's
on.
not.
You already made your mind up.
No, I
Go on.
got lost in the weeds.
All
Come
right.
on. Come.
I'm not gonna ask you again.
Bring it about.
No, I'm not asking again. You know exactly what I was talking about.
Hang on, let me
And if
circle
you
back.
can't find out,
Let me
you know
circle
it
back.
wasn't that important enough.
Don't say it like
Yeah,
that.
that's how it works. Listen, the brain is selective. It selects. It's like my octa in mind is like, nah. What is
The
important?
more
What's
you're
not.
saying it, the more I'm kind of like just getting into whatever you're saying now and forgetting what you actually asked me. Hang on. You said idea of success. Boom. You see that? So, okay. Idea of success.
I thought you lost it for a while. I was like, she ain't gonna get it back.
I caught it. There we go. Look, so the idea of success. As soon as you said that, I thought about how my mind ran before we got married. That's how I thought about. There were a lot of people who were my age who were with boyfriends at the time and girlfriends at the time who were like setting up standards for themselves that I was aware that weren't going to keep me happy long term.
Mm.
And settling for things that I was aware that, Shem 19 might like this now, but Shem 29 might not like this. So what are we doing here? It was that. And I've always been aware of not limiting my future self to what I believe success or happiness is in the present moment. It's like now I'm aware what I might feel is successful now.
Mm-hmm.
I might feel like I was dreaming too small by the time I reach there. The same way you could say to yourself, you know what, if I just double my wage, that will be it. I'll be set. And then you double your wage and then you're like, yo, why is these bills billing and why am I still coming up short for the month? You see what I'm saying? It's that.
I understand.
I was always aware that when you try to front run what your idea of success is, that you can quickly find yourself just creating bigger dreams for yourself, which is not a bad thing. But if you pin everything on that success, and then especially when you're running it with other people, you end up saying to yourself, okay, like this will make me happy, and then it happens, and then it's like, okay, I'm searching for more now.
Okay.
It's the same. It's always been the same for me with success. So I've never really set it up like to be like, yep, this is what success is for me, and made it be one thing, because I know that I will always want to expand.
So what you're saying is like, it's like for you, the idea of success is not a static moment in life, like it's always in evolution for you.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand.
Because it ebbs and flows depending on how I feel about myself, depending on what's going on, depending on how my mood is, how simple I want to do things like this. There's phases of my life where I'm just like, I want to keep it simple. Success might be just getting up and washing.
Yeah.
And cooking a meal and going back to my bed. Like, had a successful day today, yeah. And then the next day might be like, don't talk shit to yourself, and the day was good.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's so I let it be
But
pretty open
but
as to what that looks like, because I know that it will change.
do you acknowledge it as success though? Because I understand that there's time in you might be
Now I do.
okay. Because it's the
Before I
thing.
didn't.
Okay, so your idea of success is not so much this big goal that you reach and then you haha. And I mean, it doesn't have to be work related. It could be relationship related. You know, you want to find the one and get married, and by the time you reach that age, you're saying to yourself, "I want 3 kids" or whatever.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is not so much this anymore for you. Is that what it is? What you're saying?
No.
Did it used to be that?
Not when it came to relationships. I was very aware that what you want out of a relationship at 19 is not the same.
Yeah.
10 years later, 15 years later, it's not the same. So I was aware, like, I'm not going to set myself up for that, because
Yeah.
I know it's going to change.
Yeah.
So whatever I pin
Yeah.
on this needs to be something that's pretty flexible.
Yeah.
Because if not, what are we doing here?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, and I really get what you're saying.
but I feel you, because I did it with the music. I did. I was like, yo, once I get a top 10,
everything will
I'm
be fine.
good. Got up top 10. I was like, once I get a top 5, I'm good. And it
Yeah.
was just like, okay. And then you just end up pointing, okay, let's do 6 figures. Let's do 1 million. Let's na. And then when you get them, you're just like, I don't feel the way I thought I was gonna feel. And it was like, and now I have it. I'm not appreciating it the way I thought I was gonna appreciate it. It doesn't feel successful.
Yeah, I
It doesn't.
understand.
I don't feel as successful as I thought I was gonna feel once I got it.
Well, I was asking these questions because, well, if you take the definition of success, the etymology of the word, like from a Latin roots, it means
Right.
success. It means an advance, a coming up, a good outcome, right? And they've got 60 there to come after, to follow,
Stacey.
to come close, to move forward. And when you break it down, this is sub, under, from below, and sidir,
Yeah.
which mean to go, move, yield, walk. So success originally meant to come up from below, to follow a path forward, the natural result of movement. Now,
Which speaks to this, because I'm seeing Gabriel saying, like, I heard somewhere that I think that success is not a destination, it's a journey. Exactly. It's
Right.
that moving.
if that's so,
It's that moving.
that's the point I'm making.
It's the journey of it all.
Well, if that's so, the true definition of success is not the end goal. It is just a journey,
It's
because
going on a journey.
it's never ending really, because you're always in motion. And the minute you stop in motion, it's a bit like when they say, the one that
Ooh.
believe they can't, they don't have anything else to learn anymore, they're basically pretty much dead.
I think
So
that's what. Do you know what you just hit on something with that?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just realized why I went through something now.
All right.
Okay.
So yeah, the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because my own experience, similar than yours, having these deadlines and plus what that means as well.
I know.
Um,
Deadline.
I have these goals, and I lost motivation at some point in my life where I just felt, why, for what? What? It's like if then the definition of success is that because I'm always in motion, I can change is inevitable, then I'm always successful, because there's always something that succeeds whatever time I'm in right now anyhow. And I was like, are we? And then, like I was mentioning, we trying to have tasks during the day, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just that you got to bear in mind that how what you're doing makes you feel by the end of the day. You have to
Yeah.
check with yourself, and I do check with myself for that a lot more now. I'm just like, okay, how do I feel? Because I've done all these things, and I'm trying to say, "Oh, you done so well," blah 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 blah. But then, if you feel terrible, my question is, what was the point? Because you lowered your frequency.
Do you know how I feel about that? I'd agree. I don't look forward to tasks that I'm not even gonna enjoy doing, but I literally love building stuff. So I'm like, ooh, it's like a big Lego puzzle for
It's
me.
like
So it's like,
an expansion for you. You're taking it as such,
oh,
right?
I'm gonna have,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be, I'm gonna be making holes in the wall late, but I'm guessing it's Friday. So
yeah.
listen, some neighbors do hammering and sawing and drilling and stuff, and other neighbors they play music on Friday night. I don't know what to tell you, but you might hear a little something, something come 10 o'clock. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
Apologies,
Yeah,
apologies.
I'm
I'm
terrible
done.
like that. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so we're gonna ask answer a few questions as well because I'm seeing um Diana is saying you need to send some pictures on Discord because
Yeah,
I had some great things.
yeah,
Okay,
great.
great.
I love what you guys are sharing on Discord. I love the art you guys are sharing on Discord. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's the whole point of that.
Um, and now Char's saying, "Oh, you're going up."
Sorry, no, because we missed a few things, you know.
I know we
So I'm going to
did.
back up real quick. Oh no, we're coming back down again.
All right.
So yeah, do you work with sound? That's Raimo, yeah, saying that
Yeah,
if
we do
yes,
work with
how can I
sound.
use it to manifest
Depends if
it?
you react to sound well.
I mean, how can I use sound in manifestation? Okay,
Okay.
yeah. I've got my go on. Just what was your other?
About sound and
Yeah,
manifestation.
yeah.
It depends what sounds they want to use for manifestation. You could use it for songs that are uplifting to you. You could use it for songs that have words of affirmation in it. So when you sing along and when you are singing along to it, you are literally singing to your soul. So vibes is high and you're like, yeah. Um as you're singing it, you're wording into existence that which you want. Um you can use it for meditation so that you can focus and visualize. It all depends on the type of manifestation that comes easy to yourself. And that a lot of it is linked to how to what type of abilities you're more tuned into. Some of us are more visual, some of us have more of our clear sentience, some of us have more of our, you know what I mean, clear audience. So it just depends on which one that you're more inclined to, and then lean into that and add music into that.
Yeah. So I agree 100% with that. I would add to this as well that when it comes to sounds and being a sound engineer, I actually have a very sensitive ear, so I can like in the midst of a lot of noise, I can hear certain things that maybe people may not being able to hear, but that's because I train my ears. What I would say is this: you have to pay attention to how any sound make you feel. So because manifestation is so all about the integrity of your magnetic field, and it's therefore about reaching out the matching frequency to what you desire really. So if you like things that make you feel great and joyful, and that this is a high frequency, you're reaching out. So if you listen a song that make you sad, you lowering your frequency, even if or nostalgic, and depends how it makes you feel nostalgic as well. So you have to pay attention to the way you feel at the time you're listening the song, or if you have something that irritates you. So like for instance, how do you call these, the chalkboards, what's the
Mm-hmm.
thing that's called?
Chalkboards.
Yeah, chalkboards. When you use that chalk and then trying to just, you hear that sound that's like a, what would be the right words for that?
Screeching.
Screeching, there you go. And you go like, oh, like it doesn't make you feel good, right? So imagine if some of these sounds were making you feel that way, then you can tell that you're lowering your frequency, like just inevitably, because how it makes you feel. So essentially sound is important in that way. So there's way to manipulate it. Some people have used it to manipulate people, but you also use it to manipulate um, the way you feel in a positive manner. So it's just about being more aware of what you're listening. That's all it is, and that's how you do it. Because essentially, you're trying to keep your frequency stable enough so you can manifest what you want.
Yeah. On top of that, there are frequencies that are more in tune with us than others, just because they're in harmonious balance with our natural frequencies. So that will depend on that. But outside of those ones, you can just generally go by things that make you feel good, things that make you feel happy. You know what I mean? Happiness goes a very long way. And it makes you feel carefree. It makes you forget about your problems so you can focus on the good stuff. It's another moment that you're not building momentum into your problem swear jar, so to speak. You are gathering momentum into your joy, not into your problems.
So I
So Shah has said, it's all about the journey for sure. I didn't know that I had a successful music career in France until it was over. And that's because I wasn't financially wealthy.
yeah, you
I feel you.
yeah you
I
have
feel you. You don't know what you got till it's gone, right?
yeah
True that sometimes.
yeah, and also like to your point, Charles, we musicians as well. So your success, was it just to release a song? Because if that is so, what can happen to a lot of people, they feel very successful while the song is out climbing the chart, but then they realize sometimes that maybe they didn't sign the right contract or something happened along the way, and afterward they don't feel successful because the idea of success has changed. So there's also this retroactive effect as well that can take place, and you got to be aware of that. um
I
so
know what you're saying.
yeah,
But then you know what I've always taken it as? An opportunity for me to realize how much more I'm worth than what I thought previously.
I guess it's gratitude you're using.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it's like, oh,
yeah.
maybe that would have made me happy, but now I've realized this and this makes me happy. Cool. Okay,
Mm.
now I realize this and this is what and it's kind of like a way that you can use to expand your idea of your self worth.
Yeah,
Because it's like, oh, shoot, it takes more than that. Oh, okay. And sometimes you'd be looking back. Well, I'm not speaking for everybody, but I was like, wow, Shem, you on some basic bitch shit. I was like, that's okay, boo, but time to level up. Let's go. And it's been for a numerous amount of things. So yeah.
I see Jay saying, no, good health of the avatar is success. Everything else is a want, desire, or goal. Yeah, you could say it like
When
that
you
as well.
sick in bed,
You
that's all you want.
you can, but there's also people that don't question their health. They don't. So
Yeah, because it's all good, babe.
yeah, that's my point. But they may never have the notion of that being their success. They may
Yeah,
have everything else to say, "Wow, I feel great. I'm cloud what's it
I'm on
cloud
cloud
nine,"
nine.
and so it's true. It's maybe from your perspective, for maybe more may say wiser perspective, you
Definitely.
you might be like, you know, but then
Yeah, because
but
once you
then
can't function in this vessel or you
but then
feel,
again,
yeah.
we have to be aware of projection. So because you could easily be like, yeah, until you know. So
It's true
you do
though.
have unconditional love is a funny thing, isn't it?
I feel you,
You
Jay,
know,
because that
but I
everything hit
understand. I
different
understand.
with a remember when I got my teeth taken out?
Yeah. So yeah,
Listen, yes, Jay. Um everything hit different when your head hurt. All right. And it's true. Success according to who? Okay, hang on. Let's keep on going. Um all right. Okay. Yeah, already done.
yeah,
Yep. That's what I'm saying today. It's like that's how it be. You got your little tune, it motivates you,
it makes you feel good.
makes you
Yeah,
feel good,
yes, they say
helps you lock
absolutely.
in. That's all you need. Okay, so John is saying, look, bro, living here is a privilege regardless of status. And the fact that we planned this all out and are still moving forward, that's success, bro. Also, Shemanamondi, I love Would You Ever by Skrillex.
Oh, those
Yeah, and
Skrillex,
Pooh Bear. Okay. Do you guys think that the frequency of the music matters as much or more the intention of the feeling that they want to portray? See, it depends, because sometimes the feeling that they want to portray isn't what people take it as. And there are energies that build up as people put their attention towards that music. Hence why there's so much people who are like, no, music is used for nefarious reasons sometimes, which is true. But also, then you'll get an artist who is putting all of their love and all of their positivity and all of their great intention into the music, and all they did it was from a place of wanting to be able to motivate themselves, or wanting to activate someone, or wanting to activate themselves, or wanting to just show some vulnerability that they were able to overcome, in the hopes that someone else will be able to overcome that same vulnerability. So, form of empowerment. And if that frequency is picked up by the person who's listening and embodied, and it helps them, then it's all good, innit? I mean, we're still able to transcend a lot of the so-called attempts from the outside to be able to influence us. We are still the writer of our story. So if you hear something and it feels dope to you, and in your bones, in your body, it feels good to you, and it motivates you to move forward in your life, it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah, that's very, very true.
Okay. So
Nails on the chalkboard, yeah. That is, yeah.
Ray is saying, I'm Remoria?
Ramoya, I think.
Remoria.
Ramoya.
Okay. Is saying that I heard that sound and light are important in manifestation and creation. And there are people who use sound in healing, for example. But I don't find a lot about manifestation. I think that it's not posed as that, but it definitely is. Okay, so you get someone, I'm going to just say a name of someone that everyone knows, like Bob Marley, One Love, yeah? Why has the music traveled so far and wide? Why has it been able to transcend languages? It's a vibe. It's the vibe of. So everyone caught what they were saying just on a vibrational level. And then you get music that you hear because the machine churns it out to you enough, so you end up singing it. And then when you really listen to the words, you're like, yo, what are we singing here? It's happened to all of us. So as much as it's not posed as something that is for manifestation, it very much is. Hence why there's certain songs that are pushed, and if you see at certain times of life, sometimes they will sync up with the news and yada yada yada. So you watch the lyrics. Watch the lyrics of the things that you sing, because you are chanting them into existence.
I would say this: you are sound and you are light, because your heartbeats always emit a sound, and you are living off of your own light, if you will. So I would say, yeah, it is important anyway, and the more light you can embody, the more powerful your frequency is.
Yeah.
So it will matter.
Yeah.
Now, I would say just one thing about this. I would say that when it comes to sound, it can be very complex, and I think that's where a lot of people get lost. I mean, it depends on what you're trying to achieve. If you want to be more grounded, so then you will try to match the Schumann resonance, which is the Gaia's frequency, the Earth frequency. It depends on what the goal is, and maybe someone need that in order to manifest.
Yeah. So these are things we'll be covering on Sunday anyway.
Yeah.
All right. See you, fam. See you, Shah. Thanks for dropping in.
See ya.
Alohe Ashima is a song that embodies every emotion. and is applicable for me at any point in time. Oh, thank you. Um, if that's the song you're talking about. um, it does activate me back into balance. I love it. Oh, thank you. If yeah, I'm gonna take it like because I'm like, hang on a minute, did someone else speak the same language? But I'm just gonna take it. Yeah, I feel you, Kim. Um, and that's my point about activations and different things and the intention that's set behind the messaging of the song. So it's going to come down to what speaks to you on a soul level. And you feel it. You
Yeah.
feel it. Some songs will move you to tears, some songs will bring you joy, lightness, some songs will bring you calm. And some songs just make you want to dance and feel good and feel joyful.
So I'm saying, Jay, you're saying what is success according to who?
Exactly.
Well, that's the whole point of this. That is why we're raising the question, and I think that one thing you can't do is bypass the experience we have because these are still words you hear, or at least concept people trying to apply in their life. And when you stop applying the concept that other people try to apply in their life,
Hmm.
questions will be asked. If someone so appear to have lost their motivation in maybe in the career or even in finding a partner, people are going to ask the question. They not the first things is not going to say, "Oh, he found himself,"
It's
or
going to
"She
be
found
like, you
herself."
lost your mind.
It's what's going on.
You lost your compass, not you found
So
yourself.
so in order to help maybe someone that might not be as advanced as you, Jay, we do have to ask these questions, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Remoria is saying, do you have people around you that don't believe in the awakening and just might think that you are crazy or dream too much and need to wake up to reality? Yes.
Yeah, of course. Of course, this is
Yes.
very common. But actually, talking about manifestation in the event that's coming up, uh, is a strong relation between the people that think you should not be doing what you're doing and how that impact your ability to manifest as well.
Yeah. Yeah. The frequency of the people around you, or the frequency that you of the people who you choose to share your future manifestations with, can impact it as well if you let it. So I think we covered that yesterday with the guys.
Yeah, we did.
Um,
So
like
Remo, yeah, you're saying like there are people who created music in times of war, like Mozart. They created sounds with purpose to help people in these times.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
um,
for
like
different reasons. Yeah,
I don't know how true that is because it's still some things that we're being told. So I don't know the validity of these particular events, but I would say music has always been created in order to practice healing and
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 manifest.
manifest. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Whether that be like if you check it, think about where the drummer boy, the little drummer boys come from to motivate the soldiers to keep going. Think about all of these crises like the Titanic, who kept on playing when the ship was sinking. Like all of these things, like music runs through in the background and the foreground of everything. Is literally the soundtrack to our lives. We just have to be the DJ of that soundtrack to be
Well,
real. And
a,
then you could start having back some sort of
a big factor because
control around that.
music can manipulate energy. There is essentially when you actually create music, you do manipulate energies, and it's like it's like alchemy, really. So you can make people feel a certain way. You can do in many ways. So using this music during the time of wars and get the soldier to just go towards their own death. Um, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, or lead them to victory,
Or
whichever way you want to see it, whichever way it worked for whoever was listening.
I don't know much war without casualty.
No, me neither.
So essentially, yeah,
Yeah. So moving on from there as well, though, I think we touched on it.
yeah,
We're not going to stay too long, though. This is a catch us if you can, so we'll be around for a little bit longer. Um, I want to talk about when it comes to manifestation and the impact of the integrity of your field
Right.
and the lying to yourself in
Mm.
in respects for the integrity of your field.
Mm.
Like how it's because my cousin's maybe about 2-3 years ago, he just said to me, "You know what, Shem? I'm not I'm not gonna lie anymore. I've quit lying. I don't lie for anyone, for anything, even a little white lie, I don't bother anymore." And I'm like, yo, that's so powerful. And he's like, yeah, I'm so free. And even though I've never really been big on lying, I don't like the idea of it. It's a whole backstory to my childhood when it comes to that. But I saw a quote the other day that was that sometimes the impact of the lie is more than the truth. And I was like, yeah. Sometimes it's just the whole impact of the lie. You were better off saying the truth because the impact of the lie was just so powerful that it did more damage than what you would think the truth ever could. And I said, how many lies have we told to ourselves that are like that? That have had so much more of an impact than what telling ourselves the truth of what's going on with us would have, had we been face it. Like had we had the courage to just face it for ourselves. And how much did that mess with our field, mess with our receiving hand, mess with our ability to attract that which we want?
Yeah.
It was like enormously.
Yeah.
Enormously. So like the first person to start telling the truth to, no matter what, is yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I know they say truth hurts, yeah. Yeah. The impact of finding out about a lie? Sometimes that's way worse than to just rip off the plaster and just tell the truth.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. Where you at with that?
What I think is this. Come to realize that we're under such a distortion that we almost reach a point for many of us where walking into your truth feels like lying to yourself.
Yeah.
So when everything telling you're crazy, everything telling you like what the hell are you doing, and you got to go against that, and obviously doubt doesn't help either. So we've gone so deep. So I think, and then also the add-on factor that what may feel like some people are lying, although they experience their own version of the truth, to you, it might feel like, nah, they're freaking liars. That's a lie or whatever.
Mm.
And about people as well, they convince themselves that the lie is true. So then, are they lying? Or did they cross over to a new reality? What's really going on? So for me, the necessity now, yes, to be honest with yourself, but then the highest version of being honest with yourself is to be 100% in full unconditional love. Because what I've seen that is can be really hurtful is when people are convinced that in a full honesty, but it's under such a huge distortions. Either way, being far away from unconditional love to me is the lie in the first place. So that's how I really see it now. I'm just like, okay, so where can I remain in stillness and not be a participant of whatever is taking place that I don't like or don't prefer? Sometimes not even I don't like, I just don't prefer it. And I can say my truth, and my truth is the observer. And then I make my decision because I begin to understand that in order for you to be able to operate in your honesty, it's to be the observant and wait until you get further guidance. So what I would say with that, for me, it has been helpful because what forces people to lie is when they live a lie in the first place. So, and a lie that is portrayed as honesty.
Like
So
I really, really love you, but don't tell me some shit I don't want to hear because I don't want to love you anymore.
Why?
So you
So
lie, and because you think, well, that's it, isn't it? I don't want
yeah.
to lose that, and
So
then
what
yeah,
game are we playing here? But that's where I'm at with that. I'm just like, so that gave me a greater understanding and perspective on others, but certainly on myself.
sometimes I've found myself in the past lying for peace,
Yeah, of course.
for what I felt was peace, but the peace was only momentary.
Yeah.
The
So
peace was only momentary, and as I had to walk the lie back,
yeah,
it ended up looking like I was somebody who I wasn't.
yeah. But that,
And I was like, nah, really.
yeah,
I was never presenting myself.
yeah,
So who you thought I was never was the lie.
yeah. So
And that's okay.
that is why I no longer like or don't like the lie. There's no need for it. And that's what I realized. I was like,
That's what I was talking about it in manifesting, and how
yeah,
if you manifest from that point
yeah,
of muddied waters, so to speak, for yourself, for your
right.
channel, how it starts turning up in your manifestations.
But then you have to have enough love to understand why you here in the first place, doing that from that point. Then the minute you've understood that, it almost don't matter.
So unconditional love, regardless, for yourself.
Oh yeah, it's got to be. And I know it's very hard to take for some people because they're like, he left me, he went with this girl, and how can he be happy? And I know she don't mean him well. It almost doesn't matter.
Dude, you're
You
like out here in the chats, boy. Look. Jay. I know we're getting a delay, guys, so bear with us, but yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's what I would
Remoria,
say.
you do have us. This is what this community is for.
Yeah.
This is what this
Hang
community
on.
is for.
Let's go back. Let's go back.
When things seem like, because you need to realize like none of us knew each other like maybe like 20 lives ago. And I mean that like in live chats, like 20 odd weeks ago. None of this was here, and we're just all a group of souls who got together, and we meet up on the same frequency, and we openly share these things, and we support one another in it. We have banter, we give our different perspectives on things, and we respect that there's differences, because we like the fact that differences mean that we can expand in different ways depending on who we are and what suits us on an individual level. This is a sovereign soul movement.
Absolutely.
We all do what we want, how we want, and in the way we want to do it, whether that be the dream world or this world or whatever world. But we know that it's coming from a place of love for yourself and sovereignty.
Yeah. So I was going to say, basically, just to finish up real quick what I was saying. So basically, the idea that I'll just give a scenario, someone, left you for somebody else, and seemingly they seem to be happy, and this person don't mean them well, and you're here saying, oh yeah, he did this, and he lied to me, and she don't, or he doesn't mean her, or she doesn't mean him well, what about the situation? And you say, well, yeah, I've always been honest, and etc., and he's a liar, da, 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 da. That's the whole point. It don't matter. It doesn't get. I'm not trying to dismiss the pain of it. I'm just saying that whether he was honest or not, because then when we start lifting other people's carpet, rugs, yeah, you gotta look under your one as well.
Beg you look under your one first in case you got some shit.
and it's not me trying to promote people doing this. I'm just saying
your own house.
I'm just saying it begins to be really, it's really helpful to look at yourself and have unconditional love for yourself, because then you begin to have unconditional love for others, and it frees you. It frees you because you're not attached to the idea of right or wrong. Essentially, when people don't like to be lied to, is because they think it's wrong. They don't. It's difficult for people to get past the idea that perhaps
They were wronged.
that person felt some level they were wrong on not being able to live the truth, and the only lying was their way out of
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Sometimes that's how
So
it
who has a
is.
blocked thought chakra? I'm saying Jay and I.
And Jay's like, and how did it become so blocked? Jay out here in these spiritual streets,
Oh,
you know.
Jay, easy. He's like, he's cracking up.
Right?
It's a really good time.
There's always gonna be someone here who's got your back. There's always gonna be someone here who's got the popcorn out, who's riding
So-
for you, and we are very much of
So what was it about then? Because I
a
didn't get
humorous
to read,
bunch here.
to read the message. What was that about? Did
Speaking
you-
your truth.
Oh, okay. yeah.
And where can it be harmful? John brought up the fact that maybe it can be harmful sometimes, the truth. Yeah, but that's still an assumption as well, that the person's not going to be okay.
Well, specifically when people are claiming to want the truth, but they still living a lie. So this is a lot of people. So when you want people to be honest with you, or you want people not to lie to you, you have to ask yourself, are you lying to yourself? And also, if you keep on meeting people lying to you, you're lying to yourself to a certain degree. Everything is a mirror. We can't just be selective about what is and what's not.
See you, stay. See you.
Well,
On
I mean, you
Sunday.
can, but you know what I mean. See ya.
Yeah, we're gonna go in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
All right. It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
But I think it does start. I think
So-
my cousin was right. It starts with yourself.
But let's talk about the manifestation part of that, because you brought it up in the fact that it does affect your ability to manifest.
Well, it can, because if you're already lying to yourselves and you're lying to yourself on some point, that's going to show up, because you're going, at what point are you manifesting from? Are you manifesting from point of the lie of who you are as a lie onwards, or your true self and onwards? Like,
Is it possible that this only happens when you don't manifest from a place of love?
I guess so.
If
Unconditional love
love-
for yourself.
Yeah. If love is you baseline, then you ultimately manifesting from that baseline.
Yeah. That's why keeping the vibes high for yourself, keeping yourself in check with what it is you want to do and who is you really are, and staying sovereign and true to yourself and loving on yourself is an important state to be in, because there comes a time where you just naturally manifest that which is in alignment with you, because you
Yeah.
are always in that state.
Is it possible to see maybe the act of lying to yourself a loving act, because you're just not ready to face the truth?
At times. But
Yeah.
then you'd have to be in a state of unconditional love to accept that as a truth, because then
Yeah, that's
if
the
you
point.
come out
That's
of it,
basically
you'll
the
be
point
like,
I'm trying to
I
make.
don't know why I did that. That wasn't good. No. If you're gonna blame yourself and berate yourself about it, then
Yeah.
maybe it won't work.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, that's basically the point that I was just trying to see what you were thinking about that. Yeah.
Okay. And John saying, what if you're part of your plan for manifesting something? You want sorry.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
requires to
It-
withhold the truth
truth.
from certain people.
That's a
Omission is, yeah, you could say omission's a lie, but that depends on if they're gonna mess with your.
that's
That
part.
depends if they're gonna mess with your harmonics. If they're going to just muddy your waters. If they're going to just rob your peace. If you're not at a place where you think that their opinion can't affect you.
The thing is, truth and lie is a duality concept. This is to be understood. Is typical from here. So I would say this: if you see it as good and bad, then certainly you will interpret it as such. But if you begin to see it from a place of unconditional love, you're no longer saying to yourself, well, I'm withholding the truth, because the truth is just is, and it's relative to many people. What you're saying something as well? You're
Yeah,
reading something?
because I also believe that not saying anything is along the lines of lying. It depends on who, and it depends on whose business it is you're withholding. If it's your own, is it?
Not saying anything. It is
Sometimes
not saying anything. I don't think it's a lie.
it's a mission for sure.
And I will tell you why I don't think it's a lie. Specifically, if this not saying anything, it's solely to see with yourself. It is not, simply because we have we putting this requirement in this life. That's the issue. That's what it is. Where we feel like, I must say this because or else it is bad. Specifically when it's you loving on yourself, and it is sometimes it is even irresponsible to say something, because the impact that can have on other people. Now, I would say I'm not saying that
It's all nuance.
it's all nuance, but I would say ultimately none of us have to do anything. The soul is sovereign. You do not have to say or not to say. It's just for you to ask yourself, am I being loving in this particular moment? Because the soul is not obliged to do anything. This is the thing, is decided. That's why the issue as well, in if someone does something bad to you or you perceive as being bad, and you like, well, they're gonna have the laugh review. What if I told you they have the laugh review and they'll be perfectly fine? They just forgive themselves and perfectly fine. It's just to understand that's a concept from here. So you don't have to, but maybe it's because you feel that it's not loving enough and you want to be in absolute love.
Hmm. So Jay was saying to Remoria, like, since we are never alone, try speaking to higher self, guides, and nosy beings to express your authentic self.
Yeah.
And that we are never alone, even when we think that we are alone. And that is so true. And I
Yeah.
think that's
Yeah. 100%.
it's trusting that and knowing that to be true for yourself. Like Jay says, like there's we got a whole team out here.
Yeah.
And I know sometimes they go unseen, unheard, and unfelt, but they are here for sure. And it's about allowing that connection between you and your team so that you know that this connection is true and you truly are not alone.
And I like what I saw the Lady of Life, which is Aga, right? What she said. There's something she said, if you can go back.
I will try to.
Yeah, here. She said this, yeah. She said, I think it is more about integrity, not only honesty. And it's very true, because to you point, John, if you just say some things because you want to feel good, you say, oh, I'm good now. So you basically only saying it so you can feel
So someone gives you a
good.
tick.
Not because he's loving, not because it's that's what I was trying to say.
And then people are upset when people tell the truth, that so hurts because they said, oh, now you've done something bad, so you're going to get across. When, yeah, being in line more about your integrity is more what is than honesty.
And
you worded that really beautifully.
And I give you an example. I had a friend, he was just the first one to, be honest and say, so basically if someone was to try to sing, he will criticize if they don't sing well. He will say how he feels. Now, he's being honest. He's being truthful. Yeah, like he said. But is he loving now? And when this keep on happening all the time, what are you trying to achieve here? So, like Shem says, nuanced.
Yeah.
So integrity is key, and I think Aga actually pointed it out very well. Integrity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you when you close that door?
And are you showing that person? Hey. And are you showing that person to yourself? But this is where I think what Jay said is beautiful. Sometimes when you're going through a stage of your awakening and you feel alone in it, that's the time to tune into more out of being alone and being all one, and knowing that you do have a team, and knowing that they are there for you, and that this is not a single player game. This is a game where you've got a team of people who are going to support you, of beings who are going to support you. And that is what their whole entire thing is. Like, it was the agreement before you all got here. Look, I'm going to stay back. I'm going to tell you boop, 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 so that when you turn left and you're supposed to turn right, I'm going to tell you this, but I'm going to stand back if you want me to. But this is the thing. Are you asking for help? Are you asking for their help? Are you asking for their connection? Or are you just saying, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone? Or are you saying, are you here? Or I hear you. I hear you. Speak louder.
And it's funny about the notion of lying because when you're saying I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm alone, aren't you lying?
Hey, it's nuance. It's nuance, Pete. It's nuance. Bonjour, Lina.
Bonjour, Lena. It's very nuanced.
All right, the hour's up. We are going to leave, and we shall see you at the Great Unlock. And for those who we won't see at the Great Unlock, we will see you at the next chat or the next time we do a catch us if you can.
And on manifestation, if you want more questions to be answered, you have to register. I think you can literally register just before the event. So you've got until Sunday or 2 p.m. I think that's what it is.
And that's EST, I think.
Yeah, EST. Yeah.
So thank you for everybody coming out and sharing and being the loving community you always are. Jay, as always, wise one. Yeah. Is what it is. He out here.
Jay knows.
He came in, tapped in, and that's how he stays.
Yeah.
Diana, Aga, everybody, John, Romeria, everybody who's come in and just left their wise words and their sweet words.
Heiko.
Everyone have a wonderful evening, a wonderful rest of your day, and we will catch you soon.
Yeah, we looking forward to see you guys on Sunday.
All right, love as always. Ciao.
Ciao.